We want to have this conversation in the most mature, most understanding way. Yeah. But how we see things is how we see things. And it's not saying that you can't live life the way that you want it to live. But when we're using certain words that we feel have clear definitions, right?
Yeah.
Our feeling. It's not a fact, whatever. It's all opinion, right? Mm-hmm. Where's the middle ground for everyone to be heard and understood and not seem like now you're stepping on someone's beliefs? Because this is our beliefs.
Because it's a self thing. You can speak for yourself.
It's all a self thing.
Right, but if EJ says that EJ likes straight men, that's what EJ says about straight men. If you know that your straight ass is not going to be in any situation with nothing else but a cisgender woman, then that's for you.
And guess what?
And for me, that's what kept me to not sounding ignorant on the internet or whenever I got a platform.
EJ used the word
really
and he had y'all assume what he meant by it. We had no clear indication what he meant by straight. Sure. Y'all assumed for him.
So we're not straight.
But why do we have to?
Yeah,
I think
your nostrils is flaring, your posture, your body language,
because
it ain't. Because who cares?
That's been my thought from the gate about it.
Y'all having two different conversations, and that's why no one likes having the conversation. Because the minute that I tried to have it, y'all cut me off a few times and not let me.
But you're not trying to. You're not trying to have it.
You're not trying to hear
You view the world how you view it. You've said that. You said this word means that. You're not trying to have no conversation.
Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be sensitive to certain shit, and then when we sitting up here trying to tell you that definitions have certain meanings, and you've used it plenty of times.
You said that, and I replied with, I don't care. But I'm just letting people be who the fuck they want to be.
Fuck who you want to fuck.
What is the beef with that?
There's not a beef.
Why are me and you beefing?
No, it's not a beef. It's a conversation, but you'll shoot down a conversation the minute you don't want to hear what you want to hear.
But everybody feels that way. Everybody feels
that do what they want to do. But that's not what just happened just now. And that's why I asked, do y'all come from, and it was no disrespect to nobody, but it's because my first thought is the thought process, if you could change the definition, do that mean you gonna walk up to my black ass at the bar and try to fuck me?
Nothing to do.
That's why I asked you. I don't know why that. Exactly. Yeah. Why does that get that type of response? Because if not, what's the energy on it about? If it's no fair and somebody trying to fuck you, what is we upset about?
So then first off, ask
and change the colors
and the second. She asked it just now.
No, she asked it 15 minutes ago.
It's my second time asking. The first time you looked at me like I was stupid.
She asked it before.
The same thing you said he did to you doing to me.
But see, now I've given a certain amount of energy for the sake of a conversation and all of us being heard, because I want to be sensitive about how we approach it. Because I know when you do approach it a certain way, depending on the response you get, you will be deemed to be ignorant or fucked up. The same energy she's giving now off of something I did, I gave that for the sake of a conversation. Instead, it's being painted as if I give a fuck enough. I'm doing it for the sake of a conversation and to get a point out. And every time I tried to get a point out, y'all gave it back to me like I was saying something dumb or ignorant.
No,
so yes, now my energy goes up.
I don't think it was dumb or ignorant. I don't think it's dumb or ignorant. I just have a different take.
Come on.
I don't think you're being dumb or ignorant. I just have a different perspective.
I didn't even see nobody shut you down. You've been able to talk the whole time.
I don't want y'all painting me like I care enough about this and want anyone to not. I want to care about the conversation. Yeah. I think everybody should do. I think anybody should do what they want to do, and I'm not that invested into anyone's love.
I care about this.
Love who you want to love.
See, for me, that comes before words mean things.
Right. But I said that before. I said that from the jump.
They both ain't saying the same thing.
You're gonna paint me in a bad way. I'm not letting y'all do it. I'm not letting y'all do it. I'm not letting y'all do it.
See, y'all like we all doing that on purpose to you, Emanny. I'm so lost, bro. Listen, and even when y'all say it's for the conversation, whatever, it ain't for the conversation for me. That's why I don't understand none of that bullshit. I'm a mom. These niggas is little. I don't know who gonna put a fucking wig on, who gonna date a boy, who gonna date a girl. So my kids ain't never gonna click back and see mommy talking any other kind of way. So I do fucking care. That's why I fucking care, because I made fucking humans, and I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with them. Because the truth is, if my son come home with a lace front, I'm gonna make sure he got the right goddamn lace front glue before I send my motherfucking son, or used to be my son that's now my daughter, out in the world with his motherfucking with her fucking wig all lifted and shit. Fuck that.
Hello everyone, hope y'all are doing good. Listen to this. What you just heard was a clip pulled straight from the latest episode of the JBP over on Patreon. Now, if you're not fully tapped into what's going on in that clip, hold up, let me break it down for you. The crew was reacting to E.J. Johnson's recent viral interview. Yes, we're talking about Magic Johnson's son. And honestly, the way he identifies right now has people a little confused. But here's where it gets interesting. You won't believe this, he openly said that when he's outside, he specifically looks for straight men. Yeah, straight men, not men within his own community, if you catch my drift. He made it clear he's not checking for guys who present as gay or less traditionally masculine. Instead, he's drawn to men who identify as straight. And I'm not gonna lie, that raises some questions for me. Maybe I'm missing something here, but if you're pursuing a straight man as a gay man, doesn't that shift things the moment there's mutual interest? Because at that point, wouldn't that straight man no longer be straight if he's engaging with you? Unless, of course, he's also into women, which would make him bisexual. This situation feels complicated, even contradictory, and that's exactly why the conversation on the pod started getting heated. When I say the cast, I'm really talking about Emanny, because he looked like he hit his limit. You could tell he wasn't tolerating any more nonsense or deflection. It honestly felt like he believed Mona was trying to twist the narrative a bit. They kept drifting away from the original topic and turning things personal, and that's when the energy shifted. But Emanny stood firm, didn't back down, and stayed locked into a stance. Now, in my opinion, this situation goes way beyond just the E.J. Johnson discussion, because earlier in the episode, Emanny basically drew a line in the sand. He straight up said, "I'm not your punching bag anymore, and if you come at me, I'm firing back." That wasn't random, that felt directed, and if you ask me, that energy was aimed more at Joe and Mark than anyone else. Mona even checked in like, "Yo, Emanny, are we good? Did I do something?" And he made it clear, "Nah, it's not about you, we're solid." So yeah, that felt like a clear message to the others in the room, like, I see what's been happening and I'm done playing that role. He basically said he's been letting things slide for way too long and given way too much grace. And honestly, I can't even blame him for reaching that point. But I gotta ask y'all, how do you feel about this entire exchange? Because from where I'm sitting, they were just spinning in circles without getting anywhere. It really feels like this group struggles to find common ground on anything lately. Instead of forcing agreement, maybe it's time they just accept their differences and move on. That would probably make the show flow better and keep things less tense. But again, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? And especially, how do you feel about Mona and Emanny clashing like that for the first time? Because let's be real, this might just be the beginning of something bigger brewing behind the scenes. And yeah, I'm telling you now, more is definitely going to come out of this situation. But like I said, drop your thoughts. How are you seeing all this? Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the channel.